Welcome to the first episode of Cocktail Wieners. I'm your host, Spencer Fenton-Wells. This is my co-host, Carson Sneller.
Nice to meet y'all.
We're excited to be here. Basically, the premise of the podcast is talking about sports, hanging out, having a good time, while we enjoy the cocktail of the week. This week, we have a cocktail that's both probably my favorite and on my bucket list. Tell them what we have.
We have Sex on the Beach. So what it's made of is some vodka, cranberry juice, orange juice, a lemon lime soda. We picked Sprite 'cause that's all we had. And then just a little bit of peach schnapps. And they, of course, have to top it off with a little bit of ice. So let us know how it is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Perfect. Chef's kiss.
All right, so first up in this week's topics, we have the All-Star Game happening actually later tonight. Team LeBron.
Two days ago when this comes out, but
Yep.
it's about to tip off right now.
So you got Team LeBron versus Team Kevin Durant. And do you mind pulling up the starters and the lists real quick?
So on Team Durant, we have obviously Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum, and Zion Williamson.
Okay. It sounds like a pretty good team, honestly, but I think LeBron's is much, much better in my opinion.
For Team LeBron's, we have LeBron, Giannis, Curry, Luka, and Jokic.
I feel like a 3-year-old could have picked better than that. Like, I don't, in my opinion, feel that there is much competition at all.
How?
You got 3 of the best center power forward players in the league on Team LeBron.
I don't know. LeBron and KD
Okay.
LeBron's better, but
LeBron,
cancel out.
Okay.
Kyrie and Steph.
I'd
I'd go with Steph, but that's not terrible.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal and Luka. I would take Luka.
Luka all
But
day.
that's still not terrible.
No.
Kawhi and Giannis.
Oh, Giannis
I mean,
all day
yeah,
long.
but it's still not like
Nah. But okay. Last
know.
one.
And then it would be Jokic and Zion.
Oh, Jokic all day. In my opinion, I think it's over. As Giannis already said, it's over.
Well, I forgot about this, but Kevin Durant's injured.
True.
So he's not playing.
That is true.
That's why when I read the starters, there were 6 of them.
Okay.
I was very confused at first.
That makes sense. And I also forgot to mention that Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons were just in contact with a barber who tested positive. So I believe that they are also sitting out, which I think you already accounted for. But so I don't think there's much competition anymore. After KD's out, sheesh.
It's Booker, Davis, Embiid, Simmons. None of them are even playing.
Yeah. Do you even think there
That's
should be an
terrible.
All-Star game this year? What's your thoughts?
I feel like it's just too risky. It's more of a risk than they need to take.
I agree.
I mean, like, let's say Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, the barber wasn't discovered to have tested positive before the game.
True.
And then they played in the game.
Yep, that's
and then it was discovered that he tested positive.
Mm-hmm.
Every single team that had a player playing the All-Star game is then probably going to have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
That's true. And then you got players like Valanciunas on the Grizzlies who, when they tested positive, sat out for almost an entire month. So if you have that happen to any of those players, those are star players on every team.
Mm-hmm.
You have their star player out for an entire month, and that team is not going to do anything. Bucks without Giannis would be terrible. They'd have no chance. In my opinion, same with the Lakers, because right now Anthony Davis is still injured, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't have LeBron or Davis, which would be crazy. I agree with you. I don't think the All-Star game should be played right now, and I especially don't think that it should have the dunk contest at its halftime.
Yeah, the dunk contest. I think the dunk contest at halftime is kind of a cool concept.
I agree.
I wouldn't mind in future All-Star games to see that at halftime. I think that's something that'll probably stick around.
I agree, but players aren't going to want to play in it, like we've already seen this year. They literally got Cassius Stanley.
Yeah.
And Obi
Simmons.
Yeah, Anthony Simmons and Obi Toppin.
Hey.
They can all ball. If you watch their college highlights, they can all throw down like nobody's business.
It is more like a college.
Yeah.
Simmons didn't even go to college.
Really? I did not know that.
Straight from high school.
Dang, like a LeBron.
Not as good.
Nope, not even close. Can't shoot the 3. He could try.
Who can't shoot the 3?
Simmons.
I'm talking about Anthony, the Trailblazers' backup guard.
Oh, he didn't go to...
Yeah.
Oh.
he stayed a 5th year in high school.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Although Simmons can't shoot. Ben Simmons cannot shoot the 3. That is a fact.
Hey, he made 1 this year.
It's true.
I think.
I think he did. But anyways, going back to the All-Stars.
Let's hit the LeBron starters.
Okay.
Because we have Giannis, Curry, Luka, LeBron, and Jokic.
Okay.
Missing from this list, Damian Lillard.
Yep. Snub.
I'm shocked that Steph Curry made it over him.
I agree.
I think it's all just because his name's Steph, and he's having a fantastic year.
He is.
But his team's not doing well.
That is true.
Dame's having a fantastic year. His team is doing well, and he's been without 2 of his starters all year.
Exactly. Dame's been carrying the team to where they are right now.
Steph also hasn't had Thompson.
True, but he's got other players that are stepping up and doing just as well. He got Oubre, and he still has Draymond Green. And as old and as much as I don't like Draymond Green because he has a mouth on him, I do agree. He can play. He can ball. He's a triple-double threat every night. You never know. But I think he still has Green. He's got Oubre Jr., who's just going crazy lately. No one saw that coming. And they also have James Wiseman. Granted, Wiseman's been injured for quite a while. He still has played for part of the season. And so I think comparing what Steph has done compared to Dame, I think Dame takes it. I mean, he's had some good role players too. Gary Trent Jr. and Melo. And I mean, I mean, they have had Cantor step up.
No, Cantor's been playing amazing.
He's been solid, but still.
You're missing CJ.
Yep.
And CJ's having...
He was having an all-star... Yeah, he was having an all-star caliber season.
It's a shame. He's coming back, though.
Yep.
He'll be back in a week. I'm excited.
I know.
Team Durant.
Okay.
Their starting lineup, now that Durant's out, I forgot about that, is Bradley Beal, Kyrie, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum, and Zion Williamson.
Missing from that list, in my opinion...
Who?
Jamal Murray.
Mike Conley?
Yeah, we'll get into that. But I think
Jamal Murray's not even a starter. I mean, he's not even an all-star.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. I think he's fully deserving.
We're talking about starters here.
Yeah.
Not people who didn't get snubbed.
Okay, that's fair.
Talking about starters. I just feel like having Zion as a starter, he's having a good year.
True.
But second-year player, I feel like he's not having that great of a year to be starting in an all-star game.
I agree with what you're saying, and I disagree at the same time. I think Zion is having, for a second-year player, a fantastic year. But I also think his game is semi-one-dimensional. He's good on defense and offense. That's not the type of dimension I'm talking about. I'm talking if you take him on offense, he scores, I think it was like 70-something% from within 5 feet. And I think there are players out there like Gordon Hayward, who has been having a phenomenal season. He got injured for like 4 or 5 games, but in comparison to Zion, he is doing just as well. He's brought his numbers back up to his Celtics days and his Utah Jazz days. And I think he is fully deserving over Zion, especially because he is that veteran status.
Whoa. We're talking about starters.
Yeah.
He's a snub that he should be in the all-star
I think he should be a starter.
I don't know if he should be a starter.
Okay.
Because we go look at the reserves on their team.
True.
James Harden.
True.
Not starting. Zach LaVine.
True.
Not starting.
I'll give you that.
Donovan Mitchell. Not starting. And Nikola Vucevic. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah.
Vucevic.
I'll agree with you. And that's why I was just arguing that I think somebody like Hayward should have been starting over Zion. I'm not trying to argue necessarily that Hayward should start, but I definitely think that a player like him, like that Harden or that Vucevic guy, I think they should definitely be starting over Zion because their numbers that they're putting up are far better than Zion's.
Agreed. So who do you think's going to win?
Oh, Team LeBron. No problem.
Yeah, especially with
Durant out.
But Team Durant is missing Durant, Devin Booker,
true,
Anthony Davis, and Joel Embiid.
That is true.
That's insane.
Team LeBron's only missing Simmons. That's
Ben
it.
Simmons is terrible.
He has no outside shot.
Second most overrated player in the NBA.
Who's the number one?
Russell Westbrook.
You think, he's definitely a stat hunter, and that definitely tends to hurt his team.
I'll say this: to be overrated, you have to be good. Like you can't be bad and be overrated.
True.
You have to be good to some extent. So he is a good player.
Yeah,
he's just way too overhyped.
Oh, I agree.
He's not. He doesn't shoot very well.
True. 162 points on 162 shots this year. I think I'd have a better percentage than that.
I don't know about that. We played basketball the other day, and I'm not
broke his ankles.
This guy can't touch me one-on-one.
No, I can't shoot the three.
Nope.
Nope. I'm like
Terrible.
Shaquille O'Neal. It's hack a Shaq, but it's hack me instead.
I hacked you a couple times.
That's true, and I didn't make it. So
anything to win. Anything to win.
Amen to that. Overall, I do think Team LeBron is going to win. What about you? What do you think?
I'll go Team Durant.
Really?
So we can have a little rivalry here.
Okay.
I think Team Durant's reserves.
You're going against Dame Dollar there.
He's not. Is he playing tonight?
Yeah.
Because he withdrew from the 3-point contest.
Oh, he might
But
still
then-
play. I don't know.
What? How would he play in the? Why would he play in the All-Star game and not the 3-point contest?
Maybe he doesn't want to get injured. You know,
Shooting
getting that
threes?
shot out, holding hand in the cookie
Shooting
jar.
threes?
Hand in the cookie jar. You know, it might break a wrist.
I don't know about that. Maybe he just doesn't want to embarrass the other players out there.
Oh, that is a good point.
I'm thinking that.
Chef Curry. Oh, but that could have been his revenge against Chef Curry. Beat him in the 3-point contest. Should have been a starter over him. Get back at him.
Dang.
Oh well,
That's terrible.
I know.
He's not participating in the 3-point contest.
That's a shame. I think
It's
he
a
would have
shame.
won. He had a really good shot at it. Some of the other
Best
players,
3-point shooter in the game.
yeah.
Let's look.
Joe Harris.
I have things right here. I think.
I think Joe Harris is probably better.
Events.
And my boy Bobby Portis.
Oh, here we go. We got the Taco Bell Skills Challenge.
Oh,
Last year, DeMontis Sabonis won.
really? I mean, he is pretty skillful.
Wait, that was this year.
He won it already?
That was Oh crap! Yeah, because it's going on right now.
Oh, okay.
So, All-Star DeMontis Sabonis wins Taco
All right.
Bell Skills
Breaking
Challenge.
news.
Breaking news.
news.
He beat Julius Randle,
Oh.
Luka, Nikola Vucevic.
Ooh, okay.
That was it.
Actually,
That was
actually-
the weirdest group of players.
I agree. Julius Randle is a center.
They're all
They're all centers except
all
for
big
Luka.
people.
That is embarrassing
A
for
skills
Luka.
challenge?
That is embarrassing for Luka.
How
does
the
a
world?
point guard, a possible MVP point guard, lose to a bunch
Oh.
of centers?
There was also Chris Paul,
Oh, okay,
And-
okay.
Robert Covington.
That looks horrible for
Wow.
Paul. That looks horrible for
Wow.
Paul and Luka. If you guys are listening right now, you guys got to brushing up on your skills. You lost
Wow.
to a center. Granted, he is a triple-double threat, and he's good, but he is a center.
So this is interesting.
Okay.
So the last 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
there's been Bam Adebayo,
Center.
Kristaps Porzingis,
Center.
Karl Anthony Towns,
Center.
and then all the other ones have been guards. But still, 3 out of the last 5
Dang.
centers.
And now Sabonis. So 4 out of the last 5. Dang. So
4 out
maybe,
of the last 6. Yeah.
Okay, so
4
centers
out
are
of
a
the
little
last
underappreciated.
Damn.
They can ball.
That's why. Okay, 3-point contest.
Okay, who's this? Do we have the latest on that?
I don't even know. It might be going on. It might be going on live.
Let's go in the other
right
room and
now.
turn it on.
Participating in it is Jaylen Brown,
Okay.
Mike Conley.
What?
Where the hell did this guy come from?
Why is he's an all-star and a 3-point contest player? Oh.
They literally just picked him out his ass.
Yeah, literally, in my opinion, we'll get to snubs in a little bit, but Jamal Murray. He got picked over Jamal Murray. And for the 3-point
Well-
competition, I think Michael Porter Jr.
Hey, you do have a point there. I
Michael
agree
Porter
with
Jr.
that.
has been balling since he came back. His 3-point percentage, I believe, is in the 40s right now.
Joe Harris.
Joe Harris is
these
leading
players
the
turned
league.
Maybe these players turned it down. Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis, bro.
Bobby
Portis.
Portis.
Bobby Portis is literally number 2 in the league for 3-point percentage. He is shooting 49 or 48%.
Yeah, Mike Conley being an all-star.
Certified star.
That Mike Conley being an all-star is kind of like,
That's so
I
disrespectful.
think they called everyone else and they were just like, nah,
If they didn't, though, in my
I'm good at
opinion,
coming.
in my opinion, if they didn't, that's straight up disrespectful, though. To like players like Jamal Murray, who's having a fantastic year, started off a little slow, but compared to Mike Conley, he's doubling all his numbers.
Yeah.
And then you also have, is De'Aaron Fox on that list?
3-point?
But is he on there for the All-Stars?
No, he's not an all-star.
That's my point. Mike Conley
don't know.
is.
Oh, yeah, no, I see your point.
Like, we had Mike Conley, a player for the Jazz, who barely starts. I mean, he's good. But back on the Grizzlies was his prime. And now he's playing
So
for the
maybe
Jazz.
Maybe it's just a nod to his
but
he's a good player.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just like, in previous years, you've probably been snubbed from the all-star.
True.
So let's just...
But that's not a
Let's
way
just
to
give
pick
it to
the
you this
All-Star.
year.
The All-Star is the best of the best that year. I mean, you have Swipa, who's been going crazy.
Kentucky boy.
Yep. And then we also have Jamal Murray, who I believe is another Kentucky boy.
Mm-hmm.
We got 2 Kentucky boys. Maybe they just have it out for Kentucky boys. We got a
Maybe.
Kentucky boy right here.
I like Kentucky, but not UK. So
Yeah.
miss me with that slander.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, so back to the 3-point contest.
Okay.
Jason Tatum,
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell,
Okay.
Zach LaVine,
Mhm.
Curry, Conley, Brown.
I can
I
agree
feel
with
like-
those. You said Brown twice. Do you mean Lillard?
No, I just read him backwards.
Oh. Okay.
Tatum, Mitchell, LaVine,
Oh,
Curry,
you didn't
Conley,
say Tatum.
Brown.
You didn't say. You said Brown instead of Tatum.
Check the tape. I said Tatum.
We
Check the
we will
tape.
pull this up. All right.
Check the
All right.
tape.
All right.
Slander. I feel like Curry should obviously
Yeah.
100% win this.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, I mean, not saying other people are bad at shooting threes, but
Who would you have as the second person to win it though? Behind him, definitely not Tatum. Tatum's good, but definitely not Tatum. I would actually
well,
pick.
I feel like they're all close. Like
I would.
lastly, I'd probably have Conley,
Yeah.
but like Mitchell, he can shoot.
I was about to say. I think my
LaVine.
second pick. My second pick is actually gonna be Jaylen Brown. He has been
Nah.
deadly from three.
Have you seen the thing where he's got like upside down head now?
No,
Like he came into the league and he had stubble
really.
and he had like a fade and all
Yeah.
that, long hair. Well, now he's got the long beard and he's like buzz cut.
So you reversed it. All right.
Yeah, did you also see somebody photoshopped players' hairs?
Mm-mm.
Like the 2-star players on every team, they
No.
photoshopped the hairs.
Really?
Like they switched them.
So he's got Jason Tatum's hair.
No, well, it was like it was LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So they put the unibrow.
So LeBron's got hair again. He's not bald anymore.
Yeah.
Davis has got a receding hairline.
It was so funny.
Speaking of LeBron, what do you think about Space Jam? Just a real quick side note.
I feel like that was, first of all, people have long been trying to just remake classic movies,
Yep.
and they just shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people always try to compare LeBron and MJ,
True.
even though Michael Jordan's obviously
No.
better. The producer probably hit up LeBron like, hey, we got to make Space Jam with you.
Yeah, but in my opinion, they ruined it. I mean, already from the previews, didn't look as good. You got the bunny. What's her name?
Her name?
Yeah,
Bunny.
the one
Playboy?
bunny. Yeah, no. Although in the original Space Jam, she looked like a Playboy bunny.
Wow.
Look her up.
Have you seen Space Jam?
No, I haven't, but
I
I've
haven't
seen
either.
clips. There are memes all over the internet right
What
now.
about Christmas Story? Have you seen that? Tom
Yeah.
Allen?
Yeah, I have. That was really random. And I'm seeing right now the meme of them swapping hair, and it is pretty good. LeBron,
They
Anthony
actually
Davis. Anthony Davis without
LeBron
the unibrow.
Have you seen? LeBron looks like he's 40 years younger.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like he's fresh in the league. He's like a 21-year-old.
Oh, geez. Harden and Westbrook.
Dude, have you seen before Harden grew the beard when he was like a rookie and whatnot?
Yeah.
He does not look good without a beard.
No, I know. This is
Wow.
bad.
Ben Simmons.
I know. I love it.
We got
For
Ben
all of our
Simmons
viewers that
and-
can't see, Ben Simmons has the Joel Embiid afro, and it is glorious. This man needs to keep it.
Even though he's the second most overrated player in the league, if he looked like that, I'd take him on my team.
Yep. Oh, yeah. 100%. Anthony Davis without the unibrow, not a chance. Not a chance. He's got to have the unibrow.
That's what he is. That's
exactly.
That's his whole
so
branding.
he can't get rid of it. He had that one April Fool's Day joke last year.
This one looks the most normal. Like if you
Paul
didn't,
George, Kawhi Leonard, yeah.
if you didn't pay attention to basketball, that's kind of what they look like.
Yeah.
They both have the same hairstyle and
Pretty
beard.
much, yeah.
That's our boys, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Yep, they both got the
Damn,
fresh cut, the nice lines,
old Kawhi.
the claw. Giannis is still better, but anyways.
Oh, here's LeBron. That's LeBron and AD. I think LeBron looks fantastic.
I
in
think
this.
he looks weird.
I think he
it's
looks
weird to see him
great.
with a regular hairline now.
Well, AD looks like a thumb.
True.
Like what's that? Spy
he
Kids. What's that
looks,
movie?
He low-key looks like Mike Conley there. If you look at the eyes, he actually does.
And look at the eyes. What are you talking about?
The eye formation looks like Mike Conley.
Oh, here we go.
It's so
The beard on Westbrook just looks good. Lord. And then we got, I mean, look at that chin. Shout out funny fat boy for the TikTok. I appreciated that. That was a good laugh.
That was good. Speaking of players who used to be on former teams and are now on different ones, we got a lot of trades coming up because the trade deadline is slowly approaching.
About a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks till the deadline.
We got some big names. It is just official as of tonight that Blake Griffin signed with the Nets. He's going for I don't know how much.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I don't know
Big
how much.
day.
Honestly.
Huge day. They knew we were about to record.
True. And they knew we needed something to talk about. So
The-
they're just like, you know what, let's get this trade done.
The contract details probably aren't out yet.
I don't think so. I'm guessing it's probably only going to be a 1 year because he's kind of chasing a title, in my opinion. Which, I mean, it's not just my opinion. I think everybody knows that Blake Griffin, by signing with the Nets, is 100% chasing a title. I mean, there's no reason for him to go to the Nets besides that. I mean, he's going to be a bench player, hopefully, because in my opinion, Joe Harris should be played over him all day long.
I was just about to ask that. So who do you have him at the power forward, or do you have him 6-man?
Honestly,
Or what do you think he should be?
I think he should be a bench player, and the way he's reworked his style of play, you can't put him as power forward. He doesn't play a power forward position anymore. He no longer
does.
In my opinion, he plays more of a small forward because he's reworked his game to primarily shooting threes.
And he can't.
Like,
he's not good.
Exactly. That's why I think Joe Harris should be played over him, but I think he is a backup small forward because he's not going to be in there dunking at the rim, getting a billion rebounds a game like he used to. He can't kiss the rim anymore. He used to be able to dunk no problem over people, posterize them.
He hasn't dunked in a basketball game for, I think it's like since 2017.
That's sad.
That's wild.
That makes me feel so bad for the guy. He built his entire career off his dunking ability. Wasn't he a dunk champion like twice or just once? I think it was twice.
How tall do you think Blake Griffin is?
I think he's probably 6'6".
6'6".
Yeah.
What the hell?
He seems kind of smaller nowadays. Maybe it's his arthritis and
You think he
osteoporosis
shrunk?
setting in. Yeah.
He shrunk. No, he's 6'9".
Okay. I wasn't that far off. 3 inches.
He was set to make like $35 million next year if the buyout didn't happen.
That is more than Andre Drummond. We'll get to him in a second, but I don't think
that was a good transition. I like that one. Let's get on him right now.
Okay.
Speaking of buyouts and Andre Drummond, I think it's criminal that the Cavs can just decide not to play or any team can just decide, hey, we don't really want to play you anymore.
I agree.
So we're going to sit you until we trade you, and then they can't find anybody to trade.
I agree, and that's something Draymond Green made a huge statement about and made headlines everywhere. Because
that was one of the first times I ever agreed with him.
Yeah, and that was one of the first times I ever did too. I tend to tune him out a little bit, just kind of filter what he says, but I agreed with it. And going back to what you were saying, teams shouldn't be allowed to do that. That's criminal. They're basically telling players in their prime, we have somebody better than you, we don't want you, so we're going to sit you.
Mm-hmm.
I understand their logic.
Well, I understand sitting them so they don't get hurt.
Yeah,
but
trade value.
If you can't trade them,
mm-hmm.
I'd say 10 days is like a fair...
Yeah, 10 days.
If you can't trade a guy within 10 days,
mm-hmm.
it should be obligated. Either the team starts getting fined,
I agree,
like a crap ton.
Oh, yeah.
Or they just have to... Because I think if I'm right, a buyout is when the player agrees to forgo the rest of his salary. You can't make any more of that money.
Yeah.
But then
I think
the player loses the money.
I think they pay him for the remainder of the season, and
mm-hmm.
he forfeits the rest of the contract, because I think that's why Blake Griffin is signing out with the Nets. I think because his contract is paid through this year, that he can just sign on with whatever team he wants. Now, I am not a sports analyst too much in depth. I don't know the exact details of a buyout, but I believe that's how it works, because that's why I think it's buy out. They buy out of the contract, they pay him for the remainder of their season, and then they forfeit the rest of the season in future.
That would make sense.
Which is why I think the Cavaliers are not really looking to do that with Drummond, because they don't want to pay him his $28.5 million. They want to kind of see if they can trade him first to get that cap space off.
Right, but that's not fair to him. Like,
I agree.
If he said, "Hey, you guys suck. I don't want to play for you," then he would get fined every game check he missed.
Oh yeah.
So why can teams just say, "Hey, we don't like the fit on our team, so we're just going to sit you"? That's
I agree.
Just not.
And now I will give Cleveland a point, because I agree that Jared Allen is way better in their style of play
across the board.
I don't think he's as good of a rebounder. Not even close. He is nowhere.
Get out of here.
No. But I will say that he is a much better player in their style of play. So I agree with the decision to start him over Drummond. But again, I do not think that they should be allowed to just sit Drummond and say, too bad. Okay. I think they need to find a suitable home for him. And speaking of suitable homes, where do you think he's going to go?
Nowhere good.
You don't think so?
I don't think he'll... Well, it depends. Are we saying trade, or are we saying he gets
Anywhere,
bought out?
Anything. Where do you think he's going to go? Anywhere. Trade or buyout. You can specify that. Be like, I think he's going to be bought out here.
I was going to say the Knicks.
Yeah,
but they have
agree.
Mitchell Robinson.
But yeah, I
And
agree.
with the style of play they're playing, they don't need Drummond.
True, but don't forget he's hurt. For this year, he's
coming back.
He just had surgery like 2 weeks ago on his hand. So, in my opinion, what I think is going to end up happening is I don't think they're going to find a suitable trade partner. I think they would have already had something happening.
Well, yeah, if somebody wanted it, it's been 3 weeks now?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
somebody wanted him, it would have been traded.
It's been about a month now. Coming on a month.
He would have been traded. He's not getting traded.
I agree. I think it's going to come out to a buyout where they're going to force him to buy out because I think he's going to kind of start to put his foot down and get a little restless, which reasonably so. He wants to play. He's 28. They're calling him a veteran, but he's 28 years old. He's still in his prime. He's got a couple years left on him. But anyway, so I think he's going to demand a buyout, and I think they're going to buy him out. And I think he's going to go first to the Knicks, and then the other two teams that I think are going to really push for him coming up are the Celtics, because they're in need of a big man. They have Tice.
That would be a good fit.
That he would fit really well there, and the Lakers are actually talking. And
yeah, but I just wouldn't.
You
already have Marc Gasol.
I agree.
Montrezl Harrell, Anthony Davis. Like, you don't need another big
I agree.
man.
I don't think they need another one either. But they are ones that are talking with them a lot because they'd be able to cut Gasol and
But they wouldn't do that.
I mean, no, but there's talk about it because Drummond is better than Gasol in every category except for assists.
I think Gasol can shoot that thing though.
He can.
I think he can.
But given enough time and enough practice, anybody can shoot. You give Drummond a couple years practice.
Anybody?
Hey, give me a year and I'll be shooting lights out.
You can already shoot better than anybody we've discussed right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're going to say, how many years has Ben Simmons had?
Yeah, true.
I'm telling you.
That man shoots bricks. But I'll agree with that. So.
Is it a big old hair?
Yeah.
Damn, Mom. All right, so I just found, it says, this headline right here, clickbait.
Okay.
NBA scout gives brutal feedback on Blake Griffin to the Nets.
Okay, going back to Blake Griffin.
I just saw this and it's interesting. Blake Griffin is quite possibly the worst fit the Nets could have gone for in the front court.
I agree. Because
I would have taken JaVale McGee head and shoulders above Griffin.
Ooh.
Griffin hasn't been an athletic scorer for a couple of years now. He shoots threes and isn't good at it. Plus, he demands the ball too much to play with Kyrie, James Harden,
that is true.
and KD.
That is true. They are going to clash. It's going to fall apart. Hey, for the Bucks' sake, I'm a Bucks fan. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that. Bucks are my team. Nuggets are second. Love my boy Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr.
He's not really a Nuggets fan. He just likes the players.
I like the players. I'll follow them around.
Which I'm not hating.
No. But anyways, so for the Bucks' sake, I don't mind that if they self-destruct because of this trade. I think that'll be kind of nice, clear the path a little bit for them to make it to the championship. Mm-hmm. If they do. But I agree with that. I actually do because Blake Griffin, I don't think he's going to be a good fit. I think because they were actually talking about getting Drummond earlier, which I think would have been a much better fit because he actually would spread the floor. They could put him down in the post and then have a 4-1. Got to switch out the cocktails already. Running out of one, getting another one.
We forgot this.
Oh, yeah. Our nice big
Look at this
bottle
thing.
of Kirkland vodka.
Shout out Costco. Sponsor us.
1.75 liters. The thing's as big as my thigh.
The rumor on the street is this is Grey Goose vodka. A bottle this size for Grey Goose vodka runs you about $45
Sheesh.
at Costco. So that's probably going to be what? 60, 70?
Yep.
In a normal store?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. We aren't even getting promoted to say this, but I am.
How much is this running you?
This? Guess. How much do you think I paid for this? If it's truly Grey Goose,
if it's truly Grey Goose,
1.75 liters. How much do you think this costs?
I'd say about $35.
17.
Sheesh. Resale market right there.
Telling me, hey, just open one up, pour it in there.
Oh, yeah.
It tastes fantastic.
You could fill 4 bottles with one bottle and just keep reselling them.
Product of France.
Oh, French. So, the French know how to make
That's where the Grey Goose comes from.
Oh, yeah, that's
I just wanted to show this. I think this thing is just glorious.
The only good goose is Canadian, though. I got to say that.
Are you talking about the brand Canada Goose?
Oh, I completely forgot about Canada Goose.
Dude, you know what bothers me about that? So they just partner with CJ McCollum.
Really?
For that, they dropped the NBA All-Star collection of clothes.
Yeah.
Fire. Not
Canada
really
Goose did?
Yeah. Like the jacket company?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Sorta, yeah.
Like they make parkas.
Yeah,
and
that's way
bombers.
too expensive for me. I'm a college kid.
Dude, I didn't know it was expensive. And CJ tweeted it. I love CJ McCollum.
Okay.
So I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go buy one. It's the Canadian Goose NBA All-Star collection. For one jacket, it was like $1,200.
Sheesh, that's pocket change.
CJ.
Hey, Canada Goose, if you're listening,
Why
sponsor us.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there. You're right. If you're looking and you're watching and you're listening, sponsor us. We'll take a free jacket any day.
But some of this
take
stuff
this
is
vodka.
fire.
I agree.
Dang.
It's my workout for the day, moving that vodka. Hey, you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
You are crazy.
Crazy for you.
Ooh.
For all of you listening
like
viewers,
that.
he's looking fire today.
All right, heading into next NFL season, most recently, well, not recently, but we did have the Super Bowl.
Yep.
One Super Bowl that probably shocked a lot of people.
I agree.
Shocked me.
Oh, yeah. Shocked me.
I just don't know how much longer Tom Brady's going to be playing.
He's running on exhaust by this point.
And the latest reports are saying he's reworking his contract to take less money and play more years.
This man just wants to win.
And
good for him.
Shout out Pat McAfee. Love his show. But on his show, they were running a poll. And like 73% of voters or something like that thought Tom Brady would be playing in the NFL when he was 48 or older.
That is ridiculous.
What do you think the chances of that are?
Oh, we're doing under over? I'm going to say minus 2.5.
So you think he's going to play till 25?
No.
What are you saying by that?
That's a plus or minus system.
Yeah, that's not how plus or minus works.
I don't know how the plus or minus works.
Plus or minus is just like...
It's talking about how good. If they're positive, it's bad. If it's negative, it's good.
This man knows nothing about... No.
I'm not a betting man. I don't grow up in Kentucky with horse races.
Well, it's not plus or minus. It's over under.
Okay.
So over under is like there's a set. Like if you say there's going to be a combined 200 points scored in the All-Star game, that's the over under. So you either take the over 200 points or you take the under.
That makes sense. Well, then sticking with that thought, I'm going to completely ignore that thought and I'm going to say I think Tom Brady will. I think he's got a good chance of playing.
I think he's hitting 50.
I think he will too. I think he's going to be the first quarterback ever to hit 50 years old.
Do you know how old the oldest NFL player of all time has been?
It's got to be a kicker.
Oh, for sure.
It's got to be a kicker. I'm going to guess 53.
Whoa.
What?
Maybe not a kicker.
Who?
George Blonda?
Oh, who's this?
I don't know.
Is he blonde?
It doesn't look like it. George Blonda is a legendary figure in professional football, and it's not just because he's the oldest player in pro football history. What is this? The person who wrote this is stupid. It doesn't even make sense.
How old was he?
Blonda played for 26 seasons. Blonda played for 26 seasons and was an all-time leading scorer at the time of his retirement.
Really?
But it has pictures of him throwing a football. It doesn't say what position he played.
Well, look him up.
He played
everything.
I think
probably.
The last game he played was January 4th, 1976.
Okay, so this guy's old.
48 years old and 109 days. Now,
Tom Brady's going to beat that.
Now, there's nothing else for Tom Brady to accomplish that he hasn't already accomplished.
Exactly, except for that.
That's like literally the last record left.
Yeah.
He's got the most rings.
Yeah. He's got the most passing touchdowns.
I mean, it's...
Not yards, though. Shout out my boy Drew Brees.
Man's got no arm anymore, but
True.
So there's nothing... That's like the last milestone he can accomplish. And if he plays till 48, he's most certainly
just going to play till
at least
50.
have 10 rings.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he only needs 3 more. And that would be... How old is he now? 43?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd put money on that. That he'd play that long.
We hate the man, though.
I know. He ruined it for the Saints.
Do you know who Tom Brody is?
Is that Tom Brady's nephew?
I don't know.
Sounds like it.
It just popped up on here. I spelled Brady wrong.
Maybe it's a different pronunciation.
Nope.
Some say Brady, some say Brody.
No, it's this guy.
Oh.
Not a good-looking dude.
No, not like Tom Brady. Kissing his wife and children.
Tom Brady is objectively attractive. He's an attractive man.
And obviously so, because a lot of other guys are seeming to kiss him. Roger Goodell.
His son.
His son.
That joke will never... He'll never outlive that.
Oh, and he's also got Bill Belichick kissing him on the lips.
He has kissed a lot of guys.
He does. Yeah. He
On
pulls both
camera.
men and women. It's pretty remarkable.
Gazelle. What's his wife's names?
Giselle Bundchen.
Giselle.
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 Yeah.
No, it's gazelle. Isn't it gazelle?
No, it's Giselle Bundchen.
What's the animal?
a gazelle?
A gazelle.
Yeah, so it's Giselle.
No.
Giselle Bundchen. I'm telling you right now, look it up. Giselle Bundchen.
I think it's pronounced just like the animal.
No, it's not Gazelle Bundchen. It's not gazelle. It's Giselle.
Is there any other big news in the NFL?
Not really. Russell Wilson divorcing.
Oh yeah, we got to hit on that real quick.
Yeah, true. All right.
J.J. Watt.
To the Cardinals.
You make me sad.
Crying.
Listen to me. You make me sad.
Hey, the thing's up there.
We got two screens down here. It confuses me.
Got you back.
You are probably, no disrespect, my second or third favorite Wisconsin player to ever exist.
You're my number.
And you
2.
don't go to the Packers?
Yeah.
Now, who knows? Maybe they didn't offer you anything.
But you
I
got
don't
Culver's and Quick Trip picking it up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You could have been the CEO of both of those companies.
Yeah.
You just make me sad. You know, I'll cheer for the Cardinals
Mm-hmm.
in your honor.
But come on, what are you trying to do? Make a new Texans team in Arizona?
And do you hate your brothers?
Like, yeah.
Why didn't you go to Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm.
I think you hate your brothers.
I think he does. I think he hates his family. Wisconsin is his family. His brothers are Pittsburgh, and he
But
went
hey,
neither of those places.
He got that bag.
Yeah, shout out to your agent. Woo, you got paid.
Another Wisconsin player. My
Russell
personal
Wilson.
favorite, far and above. It would go Wilson, and then tied second or third, Jonathan Taylor or J.J. Watt.
Okay,
That's my.
Yep, I
that's
would.
my
I would
ranking.
put J.J. Watt actually probably at number 1,
Okay.
and then I go Wilson, and then
Okay.
JT.
And then
John
my
Taylor.
number 4, Quintez Cephas.
Oh,
Shout out Q.
Yep.
Russell Wilson
Yep.
is tired of being sacked.
Yeah,
He's been sacked
good
400 times.
Yep. Get this man a line.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, speaking of his line, you know who Jermaine Urfetti is?
Nope.
So he's an offensive lineman who used to play for Seattle.
Okay. Yep. I
And-
do believe I know who it is.
A video was just leaked of him, and it was I think it was Chris Jones on the Chiefs that went up to him and was like, "Hey, you been watching my film this week?" And Jermaine Urfetti goes, "Film? I don't watch film. This is a man that's paid money to block for one of the best quarterbacks in the league,
And it shows.
and he doesn't even practice."
And it shows.
And that's why I think we've seen Russell Wilson be moderately
Upset.
like he doesn't want to speak out. Like he
Yeah.
hasn't spoken out before, and now he's fed up. So he's like, if you guys aren't fixing the issue, I'll just take it publicly.
Yep. And he doesn't want out, but the media is completely blowing it up, and they make it seem like he wants out so badly. I mean, I wouldn't mind it as a Saints fan. Let's go to the Saints,
Not the Bears.
not the Bears.
I will not watch
Please.
the NFL next year if he goes to the Bears.
Honest to God. I mean, if he does, the Bears still suck. No matter what they do, their team sucks.
I say I'm a
But
Seahawks fan.
Yeah, but if they get rid of Trubisky, rumor is that the Saints are going to take Trubisky, and please, Lord God, don't let us get Trubisky. Trubisky, whatever. Turbitsky, I don't really care.
Fair enough.
I don't
Fair
want him.
enough.
So Wilson, please, to the Saints.
So this is I always say I'm a Seahawks fan.
Yep.
You know, I'm a Packers fan number 1, Seahawks fan number 2. More like 1A, 1B.
Okay.
That's not the point. But I'm a Seahawks fan because of Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Russell Wilson fan. Favorite player ever.
Yep.
Greatest player of all time. Any sport.
No.
Baseball, football, probably basketball, maybe hockey, probably NASCAR.
Russell Wilson driving around, sponsored.
He
Who'd
can go join Michael Jordan's
He'd
team.
be sponsored by Dude Wipes, of course. Dude Wipes, you got to sponsor us,
Dude
please.
Wipes.
Yeah.
Love your wipes.
Honestly. Make my bum
First
feel
of all,
like
whoever
pillow.
decided that toilet paper should be dry,
You are an idiot.
like the only time dry toilet paper works well
Is to dry
is when you don't have a good poop.
or when you
If
are
your poop,
yeah.
if your tummy's upset
Yeah.
and something not nice comes out, you don't have
True, but that's when you use the nice Dude Wipes to wipe it clean
No, no,
first,
no,
and then
no,
you
no,
dry
no.
it with regular toilet paper.
No, I disagree.
See, but-
This is what I do.
Okay.
Wipe, reverse wipe.
Nah.
Wipe, dude wipe.
You wipe towards your scrotum.
No.
Oh, what do you mean by reverse wipe?
Wipe, reverse wipe to make sure I didn't like move everything up the. Wait. This is fantastic.
You're pulling your shit towards
Hang on. Do you wipe standing up or sitting down?
sitting down.
What?
No.
How? This is one thing that I've
No.
never understood.
No.
How do some people?
If you are standing up, piss is gonna dribble onto the toilet seat. See, you're the issue. You're the reason why all the toilet seats are disgusting.
If that happens, I wipe it off.
Yeah, but do you disinfect it? Because the bacteria is still there.
But my pee's clean. I drink a lot of water.
That is not.
How do you are you a tweener?
No, if you wipe towards your balls,
that
is disgusting. Everybody hates you. But if you stand up, only a select few hate you.
Yeah, see,
you got to lift the cheek.
Like
you lift. No, oh no!
Right there?
No! Your butt cheeks close when you're sitting. Yes, when you're sitting down and you lift up your leg, it opens it up, so it's a nice clean wipe. Your hands don't touch anything. It is perfect.
My hands don't touch anything either.
Well, when you're standing up, the butt cheeks tend to close a little bit. The glutes start working. You're holding yourself up.
Squatted. Look.
Yeah, your glutes are working. It's going to help contract those muscles. No.
It's going to contract them so more poop gets on my hand.
Oh, no. On your hand. Exactly. I rest my case.
On the toilet.
On his hand. You
on
heard
the
it
toilet
here.
paper.
No.
On the toilet
It
paper.
has to be sitting down. You
so
lift up
you
the
sit
cheek.
down. Okay.
Yes.
So who taught you, when you were a little kid, who taught you how to wipe?
I don't remember. I was a little kid. I was just getting
Do you think it was your dad?
I think it was my mom, probably.
See, damn. That threw my whole point. I was going to say women. Do women... I guess they...
I don't know.
I don't know why I stand up.
I
But
don't
think
either.
It's the most comfortable thing for me to do.
But that's weird. You're getting a workout in. You're standing up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah,
props to you. I mean, getting some calories out.
The dude wipe's always the last wipe.
Okay, I can agree.
It cleans.
See, I think you need to clean and then you need to dry it. So you use a regular wipe after to dry it. You don't want
to
it
a little soggy.
Yeah, you like some swamp ass. Hey. Yeah, no, but all right. Anyways, going back.
Okay, yeah.
Back
That was
to
like
the
a
original
5
thing.
minute. Okay.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
The
Dude wipes.
Oh yeah,
Shout out
Russell
Dude
Wilson driving a car for dude wipes.
No, but
Anyways,
I was saying he should go join Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
because Michael Jordan also has a NASCAR team, club, whatever.
True.
And then he also played baseball, so it's all interconnected.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. But anyways, speaking of Wisconsin boys,
so
Wisconsin Badgers basketball. You're killing
you guys break my heart.
I can't put it any better. You break my heart. I love you guys. I will be a Wisconsin Badgers basketball fan till the day I die.
Man.
You guys started off at number 4.
Imagine
4. And now you're not even ranked.
It's been a tough year.
It has been so heartbreaking.
My boys down in Kentucky, shout out to them, but they've stunk all year.
Yep.
They've been terrible. So it's not been like, if they win a game, they're like, woo.
Yeah.
But going from number 4 overall to not being ranked next week.
I agree. It just hurts.
Man.
It hurts. I mean, we're still going to get a nice 8 seed, which is still decent because I was looking at the bracketology or whatever they want to call it. The Badgers don't have any bad losses. They don't look at a single loss that they have as a bad loss.
We have like a couple.
No,
losing.
But they listed 0 bad losses, which is good for us.
That's fair. That's a positive.
And then we had 2 big wins, which was Illinois and Maryland and I think it was Nebraska.
Oh, wow. You've done more research than I.
Yeah, I think it was Nebraska they listed.
Wow.
It just came up on the TV when I was watching it. But they said that we had 2 good wins and 0 bad losses, which I think is a plus. So we're still going to get a decent enough seed.
We'll get a fine seed.
Yeah.
I'd say we'll probably be in between the 5 and 8 range.
And I think we'll make it to the second round.
But here's the thing. If we're ranked 25th right now, a loss to Iowa is not a bad loss, especially when it was close.
God,
should have won. Close. Besides the point. So we're not gonna. We'll probably drop out of the top 25.
Yep.
But we'll be between like 25 and 30.
Oh yeah, easy.
That's still like if you're 30 teams.
Yeah.
You're gonna be. How do you do math? There's 64 teams to make it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're ranked 30th, that's halfway.
Yep. You'll be
8 seed.
Yeah, probably.
Man, no,
16
that's not right.
seeds.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Divide it in half. Got 30 teams. Divide that means you'd be 15 out of 30. So divide that again in half. You'd be about 7.5 seed. About an 8
That would
seed.
be a good seed to have, 7.5.
Because if you take it, you got 64 teams that
over
make it.
under 7.5. That's how that works. They always throw the half in there.
Yeah.
So then it has to be over.
I'd say over that.
I'm going under.
You think so?
I think we'll be like a 6 seed.
See, but the way it works, I think this is how it works. I'm just a math guy.
We're in the best conference.
Yeah. I think if you take 64 teams and we're a 30, let's make it a nice even number and say we're 28. You divide that in half, we get 14 out of 32. You divide that in half to put it at 16 because there are 16 in each bracket. That puts us at a 7 seed.
I am lost at every single thing you're saying.
That's okay. It makes sense in my head.
But a 7 seed. In this, the over-under is 7.5.
Yeah,
so I'm
true.
taking under.
Okay, that's fair.
Boom,
But anyways,
shakalaka. Oh, getting back to bets real quick. Off topic, just want to hit on it.
Okay.
I think this is a real bet. Will Blake Griffin dunk in his first Nets game?
No.
That's a fantastic prop bet.
I mean, it is.
I think it's hilarious.
But there's no way.
I think he will.
You think he will?
Yeah.
No.
I want to bet on it because I think he's been playing terribly for the Pistons. So
you're
gets
into
bought
conspiracy
out.
theories.
So he's going to come in and he's going to look like old Blake Griffin just
slamming
bang!
people. Oh. We knocked a little bit of our ceiling loose.
Uh-oh. Low ceilings down here.
Yeah.
So we're both big Wisconsin fans.
Yep.
I would say I don't want to say I'm a bigger fan.
Yeah, he is. It's okay to say. He follows them more closely.
I think I follow him closely.
Yes,
From
you
all
do.
around recruiting.
Yes.
I watch every single game.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, don't text me during games anymore
Oh, okay.
in case I'm behind.
Phone is off.
Because you texted me before the foul happened, and I knew something
I'm bad
bad
luck.
had happened.
Okay, I'm bad luck. All right.
Oh,
I mean, I did just
But
start
I shouldn't have
watching,
opened it.
but I mean, it's on me because I started watching
I understand.
just when they started losing.
I understand.
So I should stop watching in general.
so with the rule that seniors can come back because of Corona. Shout out Corona. We hope no one dies from it.
Agreed, and we hope it goes away.
It'll be away
Give
soon.
me my life back.
It's weird because I think we have 6 or 7 seniors.
True.
And then if they all graduate, oldest person on the team will be like a sophomore next year.
That'll be nice.
Stupid young.
Grow the team.
Grow the team. But if they all come back, I was messing around and I did the lineups. So if they all came back, the seniors have been playing bad. So I benched them. So my lineup was going to be Trice, Jonathan Davis,
Okay.
Tyler Wall, Ben Carlson, and
Okay.
Micah Potter.
Okay.
Throwing on the bench, we got Trevor Anderson, Brad Davison, Aleem Ford, Nate Reavers, and Joe Hedstrom.
Oh.
Now, I don't know how much those names mean to you.
What was that last name?
Joe Hedstrom. Oh, I threw him in there just because we suck at rebounding.
Yeah.
And that took me so
You
long.
just got it.
That was good. That was good. That was fantastic. Okay.
I didn't want to say it.
Well, we'll break Hedstrom down. His name's Joe. I threw Joe in there. He's never played before.
Joe.
Not really a high recruit. He's kind of bad.
Yeah. His name's Joe. What
No
do you
disrespect.
expect?
But he's like 7'1" and 250 pounds.
Oh, we'll take that.
We can't rebound. We're shit right now.
No, yeah.
That's one of the reasons we lose all these close
Yep.
games.
That's why we lost today.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't even box out a free throw.
I watched the same thing.
So I put him in there. I was like, get a big body.
Yep.
Now the
Like
interesting
Taco Fall.
part. So if that's what we had, if we had Trice, Davison, Wall, Carlson, Potter as our
Okay.
starting lineup, that's a good starting lineup.
Yeah.
Trice is good, Potter's good, and we got some young fellas in there.
Okay.
And then our reserves would be great because we'd have Davison, Ford, Reavers,
Yeah.
Anderson. They all play really well.
And yeah.
But on the flip side, this is where things get interesting because what happens if all the seniors say, I mean, I think I told you this. Trice would be like, I think it's like 26 or 27
Yeah.
if he came back next year.
It's crazy.
As a college student.
Yeah.
I'll be a 5th-year senior here, and I'm only 22.
What did he do for the first 5 years?
I don't know what the hell he did. I don't know why he's so old.
How are you 27 in college? I mean, maybe if you're a med student, but I don't think.
clue.
I don't think he's a med
I have
student.
no clue. So
27 years old. I'm
if
20.
they all leave, our depth chart would be Chucky Hepburn, who's an incoming recruit.
Okay.
So we'd have a true freshman playing point guard.
Ooh.
Jonathan Davis, Tyler Wall, Ben Carlson, because they're all coming back. And then Joe Hedstrom would be the center. Just a big body.
Okay.
And then the reserves would be Lauren Bowman, Jordan Davis, Matthew Moores, Chris Hodges, Steve Crow.
Okay.
Those mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
None of them have even played before.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, seniors, you've let us down this year.
How old would that?
That team, if the seniors leave,
Yeah. How old would they be? Average
older
of what?
younger than us,
Yeah, but
they would be like, well,
no, the average age of the old team. What would that be? That's got to
if
be.
they stayed,
Yeah.
the average age I think would be like 25.
Jeez.
That's like would be one of the oldest teams in the NBA.
got a
It's
bunch of
wild.
grandpas playing out there.
Like if they came back, I feel like we would have to have to win a national championship.
Yeah.
But they just haven't figured it out.
I know. It's disappointing. But
So I guess what I'm saying to you all is, I love you.
yeah,
Once a Badger, always a Badger. Me
Remember
casa,
that?
su casa.
true that.
Me Badger, su Badger.
All right.
Please come back.
Yeah. Okay,
Because
well, we
a
don't need
young
to seem
team-
desperate.
Well, I'm not desperate. I'm just saying if you come back, I feel like our chances. But you got to earn your shit back.
Yeah,
You're not just
that's
going to
what- that's
start
what I'm
right
saying.
away.
Like, come on, earn
Like,
it.
come back and just be
Ball
sit
out.
on the bench.
Ball
because
out.
they've
Be like
just-
LeBron. Be old, but be good.
That's why in my 2 deep, I had 4 seniors sitting on the bench because
True.
they haven't deserved it.
Yeah, true.
But what I'm saying is, if you don't come back, we're going to be young,
Healthy. Amazing.
vibrant,
So good.
full,
We talking about my hairline?
horny.
Not my hairline.